Okay guys, this is an hour-and-a-half hunt at a house that I was previously at last year. I am trying to redo some lawns that I did last year using my new detector, and so far it's working out great. From this lawn, which isn't very big, it's a front yard. The backyard had been refilled several times, like in the last 10 to 15 years, and a lot of topsoil has been brought in, so there were hardly any finds in the backyard whatsoever. They're too far out of reach, too deep. But the front yard, even though it wasn't very big, I did get quite a few finds even though I was there last year. Yeah, I did get 12 pennies, 5 dimes, 3 quarters. Now I set my Fisher F4 for maximum sensitivity and for maximum threshold, trying to get to some of the deeper targets, and that worked out quite fine. I did get a 1925 wheat, a 1944 wheat, a 1945 wheat, 1946 wheat, 1955D wheat, and a 1957D wheat. Now, there were a few junk finds, not a lot. This block of aluminum, coke tab, piece of copper wire, most of the coating's off it, square nail. I believe this is an adjustment off an old screen door for adjusting the plunger. It's left up a couple tubes of airplane glue, some piece of aluminum foil, pull tab, bicycle tube cap, some kind of a brass fitting, possibly for a gas stove, another pull tab, another bottle top, another pull tab. I did get this button, which is not silver, it's plastic, some kind of a silver coating over the top of it. And I did get what I believe is a fired modern bullet. Okay, while I was there, the neighbor next door came over and asked me if I found anything good, and he had told me that that front lawn had also been reseeded, but I told him that even though it had been reseeded, I was finding a few wheat pennies, and they were probably 6-7 inches down. So he offered me to be able to look at the house that he owned next door that he was currently renovating, and he also owns the property on the other side of the house. But he just got done reseeding the lawn on his own property, which is where he lives. So I told him I wasn't going to touch that lawn. I didn't want to disturb his grass and possibly upset his wife. But on his property next door, there were pennies everywhere. And they're not old pennies, but every couple inches, every foot or so, it was another penny hit. And I did end up with 38 pennies just for that 1 yard. And I also got 6 dimes and 1 nickel and 1 CLAD quarter. But also out of that front yard, I got a 1941 wheat, a 1951 wheat, and a 1958 wheat. I did get one fairly deep target, and it was mixed in with a couple of nails. I believe it's my best find of the week, which is a 1902 Indian head penny. Nice and deep green in color, fairly decent shape. It was in a hole that was mixed in with 2 nails, about 6 inches deep. Okay, I believe that to be my best find of the week. Also in that yard, I got this part of an old toy truck. This is the only piece there was. That was down about 5 inches. Got this front part off an old lock. Okay. And I got this part off an old toy car or truck also. This is the only piece of that I was able to recover. I got part of an Arctic Cat snowmobile cover or seat. Alright, I got this big, humongous round washer in the front yard. And about 1.5 feet from that one, I got this big square one. And I also got this, which I believe is possibly part of a lock too. And got the side off an old cap gun. And saw this pop out of the hole. It's not gold, it's not silver, it's cheap metal, it's plated. But still an interesting find. And then in the backyard, I got this. And around here on this wheel, it says new destination. Alright, then over here, it says M period number 4 patented. I believe what I have is the remains of an old bicycle bell. But that's Still a cool relic. And in the front yard I got what's left of a 22 shell casing. It's eaten up pretty good and the metal's almost non-existent. So thin. But I was at this house for about 3.5 hours, and that yard was full of pennies and nails, parts of straps, pieces of metal, pull tabs, nails, another part of a lighter, Pepsi top, another piece of aluminum, part of a hose fitting, what's left of a light bulb. This is a prime example as to why you should be wearing gloves. Reach in that hole thinking you got a dime or a quarter, and ends up to be a broken bulb that you can cut your hands on very, very easily, not realizing you got glass in the hole. Square nail. This, I'm not sure what it is. It looks like you used to have a knob of some kind on top. And this is a piece of wire sticking out the bottom, which could very easily hurt you too. That was about 3 inches down in a hole. And it's threaded here, where it would go in and screw in, and then this was adjusted back and forth, possibly part of an old radio knob for tuning or something like that. But definitely was a good hunt. Came away with some interesting artifacts. And it's 1902. Indian Head Penny is the best find of the week. Okay guys, let's be safe out there, and happy hunting.